Hey guys, you're watching Boondocking with Dennis. I'm a little behind schedule this morning. It's after 10 a.m. I'm on Rattlesnake Point Road. Isn't that a great name for a road in Texas? Rattlesnake Point Road. It's Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday, everybody. I'm going to go to one of my favorite places, Hoot's Country Kitchen. It's right here on Rattlesnake Road. Look at all that construction ahead, guys. That was all torn up the other day, and now it's kind of a flat detour. We'll go by there in a little bit. Hoot's Country Kitchen. Guess what? I've already been through here and got a taco. A 2-meat taco, sausage, bacon, cheese, egg, and potato. And I have it all set up for your viewing convenience. They have given me salsa. Look at the taco. Look at the taco, guys. Woo! Taco, and they gave me extra pico de gallo and salsa. I'm pretty excited about that. Going to have that as soon as we're done this video. So they want you to detour down here. But you can see Rattlesnake Point Road, lower than Old Salt Lake Road, is closed. And it does look better, like I said, than it did a few days ago. When I was out following the Aransas Pathways map the other day, it told me that there was a bird viewing area up here, and there is no bird viewing area up here. Or at least one that I could find. I did find a little pond area, but I didn't see any official, county signs or anything like that. So I thought that was a little odd. Back during hummingbird season last year, not too far from here, they said there was a hummingbird viewing area on a nearby street, and that did not go as planned either. There's a boat out in the yard. Anyone needs a boat? We're going to go down here and make a Louie. Yeah, it is 63 degrees, and the wind is blowing 19 miles an hour out of the northeast. So it actually feels chilly out. We were on this road a few months ago, and I think there were some goats up here on the left. Oh, there they are. They're not by the fence. How rude. How rude. There's some goats way back there, guys. And my taco's getting cold. Sacrifice. Let me see if I can speak their lingo. Is there a car coming? I guess this guy's going to want me to get out of his way. We'll get out of his way since there is a tractor trailer coming. Well, we saw goats from a distance, guys. That's all we can ask for. And there are some turkey buzzards on the left there. I guess there's just too much traffic on this road this morning. This is usually one of those roads that I can meander along and not see another car, but progress. They have the detour directed through here today. I already got my orders from Luciano and went into Wally World and got him 2 emergency 2-liter bottles of root beer today. Because without soda, he will be constipated. Yep. I'm just relaying the text, guys. Boy, this is a nice road to meander along, but not with traffic on it. We need to get on a nice little side street, check some things out. A lot of wildflowers back here growing in the grassy areas. That's always nice to see. What is this road? What is this road? I don't know if I've been down here before. Wow, that house is really high, isn't it? That house is considerably high. That's that right on the channel too. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Still under construction. It's always good to know where there's a porta potty, folks. I hear birds chirping. There are some pretty Texas wildflowers. My truck is dirty, and the car wash that I usually use here in Rockport has not been working lately. Ain't that pretty? Ain't that pretty? Does this go right down to the water? So this might be Old Salt Lake right here. I'd have to look on a map when we're done. Anyone else wants to play? We are at the corner of Salt Lake Road. That's a nice little area back there, huh? Private property, no trespassing. Okay, we can't go down there. And Lakeshore Drive. Salt Lake Road and Lakeshore Drive. You can see the sign moving in the wind. Look at this house. Wow, these are some unusual colors for down here. That is really sharp looking. Look at that. They got like a little lookout tower there. How cool is that? Tell me that wouldn't be like an awesome reading room. They got the outdoor porch there, all different levels. This is really nice. Simple yet really cool. That color really is unusual for this area, and I like it. That is really interesting. Some ducks. Nothing behind us. Okay, cool. Morning, boys. Would anyone like some taco? Car coming in front of us, so we'll get out of the road a little bit. We can do that. Ah, they wave thank you. Thank you for not blocking the road, you homeless idiot. Sir. That was a madam, actually. I got some cold coffee. Cold to start with. Look at that. The whole top of the house is gone, so they kind of made a cool little lookout area out of it. That's pretty neat. Probably living in that trailer right there. One way to do it. Wonder what the codes are about that. I'm all for, if you own the property, you should be able to do whatever the hell you want with it, but that's just me. I like this one right here. They got the round window, kind of gives it that nautical look. That is sharp looking. Catching a little bit of that wind. I think it's blowing directly behind us right now. And there's lots of birdies chirping. I believe in second chances and third chances and fifth chances.
What do you call twins with no arms and no legs holding up the drapes? Kurt and Rod.
That's just dumb. Oh, it's a circle. No wonder I've never been back here before. It's kind of a little circle. We can do a circle. There's a vacation rental for you guys. There's a vacation rental. Here's a sign, vacation rental, 361-727. Come on, Win, let me see that sign. 0312, I believe, guys. Right on the water. You can go fishing right out back. Pretty nice. Ask him about the rental on, what are we on? Lakeshore Drive? There's one for sale. Look at that. You could park 2 cars under there. For sale, 361-729-7902. Ask for Kathy. There's a nice house, separate garage. Very nice. I like that big underneath area on these homes, because on a rainy day you could get stuff done, you can get out of the direct sun, and you still should have access to any breeze coming through. Flock of birdies heading south for the summer. Yeah, there's Salt Lake right there, pretty sure. There's a channel that I was enjoying that had it's good when you have 2 people riding along, because someone can be on their phone looking up information, and it's still spontaneous, but you can say, hey, that's Old Salt Lake right there. Or when you're going to a new town, someone can read facts. I do have another tablet, but unfortunately there's no Wi-Fi. I need Wi-Fi for that one. But that's what I have my book downloaded on. For the amount of stuff I've read about the Civil War, and especially Gettysburg, I did not know that Southern troops would, when they were in the North, would capture any black person they could and make them a prisoner and bring them to the South. And they would receive a bounty of $1,000. I'm not talking about escaped slaves. I'm talking about people who had been free for generations, their whole life. People who have no slavery in their family. People in Gettysburg that had businesses and owned land were fleeing in terror because of that. And $1,000 back then was a little bit under $25,000 now. But I had no idea that was going on. Of all the horrors of slavery, I had no idea that. I mean, that they were capturing men that had their emancipation papers on them and just tearing them up. And I guess, I mean, $25,000 is a lot of money, but you're talking about people who are saying they're Christians, uh, breaking the law of the land, and just, I don't know, it's horrible. Yeah, breaking news, guys. I think slavery's horrible. I am about 160 years late with that opinion, but I am reading a book. It's called The Color of Courage, and I always liked reading Civil War, but especially stories about people, and not so much troop movements and that kind of thing, but people's stories. How the men in Gettysburg, the older men, the younger teens that didn't go to war, they had to flee Gettysburg when the Southern Army was coming through. But the women stayed. Most of the women stayed. Most of the white women stayed. The black women had to flee. All black people had to flee, or else risk being put back into slavery. And for the most part, there's always isolated cases. The northern women, at least in Gettysburg, were treated well, treated fairly, and uh, could actually keep their belongings. Kind of negotiated that, hey, I'll cook you guys food, just don't wreck my property, don't steal my hogs. And that's the way it worked. You were basically bartering to keep your own things. So here's where the detour will bring you out if you take the detour. right back at the old, I think it says Old Salt Lake Church. Yeah, Old Salt Lake Church, right? Baptist Church. Well, guys, I wanted to get a taco. Happy Taco Tuesday, everyone. I didn't know we were going to be talking about slavery in the Civil War today, but we did. Salt Lake Baptist Church, so not Old Salt Lake. Salt Lake Baptist Church, 100 North Salt Lake Road at Rattlesnake Point Road. You are always welcome. Pastor Doug Marks, 729-3872. Sunday school, 9:45. Morning worship at 11. Evening worship at 6. Wednesday Bible study at 6. Thanks for riding along today, guys. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching.